Hi guys, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video by me, Uzinhle Owakazondi. So if you are new to this channel, please make sure that you click the subscribe button, the red button down below. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for sticking with me, Anyway, as you can see by the title of this video today, I'll be sharing why I was away from YouTube for quite some time. I think it's minus or plus 3 months, I'm not quite sure. But the point is I was away. So I'm here to explain myself before we move on. I'm that person who likes clearing things out before we trying to get back to normal, if ngabe kanjalo. So yeah, I've been away on YouTube simply because it's nothing major is major, but I was going through so much in my personal life, and the whole foundation of this disappearance is my finances, guys. Do not lie to you, my finances are or were a big impact on my YouTube break. I could not afford or post up on YouTube, and I couldn't maintain YouTube channel, so I just decided to take a break. Also, on my birthday, which was the 12th of May this year, I just had a moment where I was like, you know what, Zinhle, just be honest with yourself. Don't try and force things, and just be honest with yourself, because I think most of us, when we are growing older, we tend to, or rather we like to reflect izinto esi-achievile and what we have not achieved. So if ubuka izinto osuyi-achievile and what you have not achieved, sometimes you get to a point where you sad because izinto achievile are less than what you have not achieved. That's what happened on my birthday. Actually, on my birthday, that was the day I decided to take the break, because I was like, there is no way I can keep this channel up and running, because oh god, it's so expensive. Data is so expensive, and I cannot always ask my husband for everything. Like he is in charge of the finances, because he's the one who has an income. Yeah, well, so I couldn't not that I couldn't, but I didn't want to burden him with my dream, because YouTube is my personal dream. Even though he is supportive, like the first, even the ring light that I'm using now, he's the one who bought it, and he's been so supportive. And almost Puma during my break, he was like, I'll vlog in," and I'm like, no, I'm just taking a break. I didn't want to be honest with him, because he has to feel bad and try to help me, and at that time, guys, I was like, you know what? Let me just not force things. Yeah, but so yeah, and also on my birthday, I wrote a long letter to God, because I was so emotional. Like I was so emotional, because I felt like, yeah, phambili, but I'm not going anyway. I do, it's like some days I do feel like, okay, everything's gonna be okay, but some days I feel like I'm just forcing things. So on my birthday in the morning, my husband was like, I know you said you don't want a party, you don't want a celebration, because you feel like there's nothing to celebrate, because that's how I felt at that moment. So he said, what do you want? I said, I want a shawarma and KFC. So we decided to, he said we must go to town, and we went to town, and we bought a shawarma and KFC. And I was like, I am grateful for what I have, but I am not content. Like I am not happy about my life. And at the same time, I didn't want to blame God for every bad thing that was happening to me at that moment, because some of the bad things that happen in our lives are due to our bad decisions, and we cannot run away from that. So yeah, so I decided on my birthday, I wrote a long letter to God, and it was like, turning 31 for me was like a rebirth or a restoration, if I can like mix those two words in one sentence, because I felt like I needed to take this burden away from my shoulder. The burden being YouTube, family, finances, work. I need to get a job, unemployment, everything, my own family. Like I was like carrying everything, and I said, you know what, God, I have tried. You've seen I have tried. You know how um, I send plus or minus 15 CVs a day. Like, you know how disappointed I am in myself. You know how I blame myself all the time for every bad thing that is happening to me. You know how angry I am at you, God. You know how angry I am at myself. So, I bali letter, guys. I wrote the whole letter. And after the letter, I felt so I don't want to say that I felt like everything is going to be okay, but I felt more sad because at that moment I realized, Wuti, there is so much damage that I have inside of me. There is so much spiritual growth that I need, because my relationship with God at that time was shaky. Like, it was shaky because I was angry at Him for all the pain, the sadness, and the disappointment I felt at that time. So I was just projecting what I felt to a relationship, you know. And you know what? I apologized to God and I said, I'm sorry, God. It was a long letter, guys. It was full of mixed emotions, and I don't want to go into details about it, but because it's like between me and God. But your probably guys, and wavele wafika nje engqondweni while I was writing the letter, which I'm also not perfect, you know, and I need to apologize to this person, you know. I sent a message to that person, and I started looking at life differently. Like, all the time I was away, sorry, all the time that I was away, funny enough, I think for the first a month or two, or a month and a few weeks, I was not vlogging. But the way I missed vlogging, guys, Beng vlogger while I was on a break. I don't know what was going on with me, but only God knows. So I continued vlogging, and I felt like I'm starting from scratch, but this time I am starting not as a new person, but I'm starting with God, and really honestly, brutally honestly, um, starting with God. When I was writing the letter, I felt like there was something inside of me that was saying, you also need to take accountability. Like, that's why I sent a message to that lady and apologized for what I did, even though I thought I was not wrong, but for the sake of peace, I felt like I needed to take accountability for my part that I played in that whole situation. Okay, guys, um, I'm still in a phase, but I'm getting better. I try not to forget to include God in everything. Like, I was saying I was including God, but I was not honestly like totally honest with God and everything in the end. I don't know, something was missing at that time. Something was missing. And also, guys, life comes with growth. Life comes with growth, because sometimes you think you're doing the right thing, and then you get a revelation of what you know you need to start afresh. I think that was what also happening to me. Like, I needed to start afresh. I needed to putting balances, you know. I don't know how to put it. I hope you guys can understand me, because I can understand, but I'm struggling to make you guys understand. But basically, I was away because I was going through something which I don't have a word for, and also the contributing factor was my finances. And funny enough, God is working on that part. That is why I am posting this video today, because from where I was on my birthday, from where I am today, I can see so much grace, I can see so much progress, but at the same time, I don't want to rush it. I do not want to rush myself. I don't want to rush my growth. I do not want to rush anything in my life. If it's not from God, if it's not in God's terms and time, I do not want it. Like, honestly, I do not want it. So yeah, guys, basically that's what I was going through. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did understand what I'm trying to say, and also thank you so much for watching this video. I am basically welcoming myself back to YouTube, and because of I'm not, guys, because of I'm not, I'll try and post and post and post, because Unkulunkulu has opened the door for me where I'll be able to post. So I'm praying that Unkulunkulu like keeps the door open for me and opens more doors for me and for you who's watching this, who's also like feeling the same way as me. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you did understand, and also if you do relate, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.